You can't do rent to rent without any money, but you can do it with other people's money. On this video, I'm going to break down how to structure the perfect rent to rent joint venture where you put the work in, they put the money in, and you can absolutely smash it with none of your own money. I'm Simon, and welcome to the home of Rent to Rent 2.0, where I give as much value as possible. Why? Because I want to help as many people do rent to rent in the right way, be successful, and make the strategy get the credit it deserves. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there doing rent to rent poorly. Okay, going on these one-day courses. In fact, I heard a story the other day of somebody going to a 1 hour course. It was a 1 hour course. And then they left the course and started trying to source deals. No. You wouldn't try and fly a plane after a 1 hour lesson, would you? Okay, so slow down and pump the brakes and learn the principles. If that sounds good, smash the subscribe button for weekly content. I proclaim to give out the most free rent to rent content out there in the world. If you know anybody else that's doing it, comment below. Anyway, let's get into today's video, which is you love rent to rent. Yeah, okay. You're feeling good. You want to get educated. You've listened to YouTube. Maybe you've even done a course, but there's one main problem. You've not got any money. Okay? Now, usually I would say you can't do rent to rent with no money. And I do believe this. But what if I told you that you could do it with somebody else's money? And I'm not talking about going out there and, on a mad one and start, robbing people. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people openly wanting to joint venture with you. So this means if you are willing to put the work in, if you are willing to get educated, if you're willing to add that value, and you can find somebody that's got the money, but maybe they've not got the time, maybe they've not got the energy, maybe they've not got the education. I saw a situation the other day where somebody was actually based in Sweden, okay? And they wanted to invest. They've got the money, but unfortunately they're not here. And they wanted to do it in the UK. By the way, rent to rent works everywhere. So if you are in Sweden, I'm sure you could do rent to rent out there. But this gentleman had a partner, young family, had the money, didn't have the time. So why not team up with somebody that maybe has got the time, okay, to put into it? So what you want to do is you need to go out there and research and self-improve. You need to get the information, the education, so that then you can prove to somebody with the money that you are a good investment. They put the money in, you do the deals, okay? They recoup their initial investment first, minus a 10 or 20% management sort of commission to you, because you're going to be doing all the work. So I've had situations where it's taken 6 months for you, the worker, to get any money. So what I've learned from trial and error, first person experience, is you should take 10 or 20% to manage it, and the investor should take 80 to 90% of the income until they've got all their money out. And then at that point you split it 50-50 down the middle, and I don't want to hear no more about it. Okay, so this is really powerful, because what it means is they get cash flow, you get the money, you then get the cash flow, and you didn't have to spend a penny. There's only one thing you're going to have to do, though, is you're going to have to bring the skills, the education. And one final thought before I wrap this video up is I've even had situations where the investor could even fund your education if you're willing to tie in for an exclusivity agreement for 3 to 5 years. Consider it, it's like a rent to rent, a learn to rent. A learn to rent. So that is rent to rent joint venture. Now you can do this on a property by property basis. So you could just say, hey, we're going to do this on one deal, or you could do it over 5 deals, 10 deals. You could even form a limited company together. But disclaimer, if you're going to set up a joint venture company with somebody, make sure you do your due diligence and make sure the relationship is tried and tested, because the last thing you want to do is get into bed with somebody and it not work out. When you enter into a joint venture with somebody, your credit becomes linked. So make sure you do your due diligence. So if you're sat there at home and you've got the money and you want to find a dazzling young or old rent-to-rent star that can help make your rent-to-rent journey come true, I want you to hit me up on Instagram at Simon Smith Online and tell me, say invest, say you want to invest in some of this stuff. Unfortunately, I don't take investors because I'm greedy with my rent-to-rent deals, but I'd be more than happy to partner you up with one of my mentees. So that's it from this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have, drop a comment, please press like, subscribe to the channel. Okay, I appreciate all the support. I really, really do. And I'll see you in the next one.